Assalamalaikum everyone. Welcome to another episode of Meal Prep Monday. And I am a mom of three, and meal prepping helps me be more organized, be more productive, and saves time so I can spend the rest of the week with my family. So here I am just writing out the menu for the week. Usually, what I'll do is I'll make three of the main dishes of the week, and then something like burgers or chicken and rice I can do the day of. So that way I'm not cooking 5 days. I'm only cooking like two. So I'm making dal first, which is our weekly rotation meal because my kids love dal. It's healthy, packed with protein. And so I'm just soaking the dal because I forgot to soak it overnight. So another trick is that if you did forget, just like I did, what you can do is you can take boiling hot water, and after you wash your dal, you can just pour your hot water into a dal, cover it with a plate, and let it sit for about 10-15 minutes, and it'll have the same effect, if not better, than if you were to soak it overnight. So I'm going to show you in just a minute. There it is, and there's the hot water. And cover it with a plate. You guys, I am not a big fan of long, lengthy meals. I like to just get the job done. This whole prep took about an hour and 15, I believe, just because my baby woke up in between. But yeah, it's just, it's right now with three kids, we're just trying to survive and get through a day. And inshallah, one day maybe I'll be making, nihari and all the good stuff for my kids. But right now, as long as it's healthy and nutritious, that's all that matters. So we're going to go ahead and start the dal and putting in spices and the garlic. I add tomatoes as well, and go ahead, and once that is done, you can put your water in and put it on low to boil, and you kind of just forget about it, to be honest with you. It'll boil for about 45 minutes to an hour, and that will be it. Friends, this video is just to motivate you. I see a lot of like meal prep videos where, the auntie is cooking like 5-6 meals at one time. For me, that's not practical. I'm busy, I'm tired, I don't have the strength to cook 5-6 meals, in one sitting. So do what's best for your family. Your family schedule, and you know what they eat, what they don't eat. So don't look at, other people's videos. It's just take it as motivation. And so my second dish I'm making here is like a boneless chicken karahi type things, curry. So I just go ahead and fry up a little bit of zeera and garlic and ginger, and I go ahead and I have about 4 to 5 chicken thighs. Chicken thighs taste so good in curries because it doesn't dry out like chicken breast does. It still remains juicy. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and make some chicken broth as well. My kids have been sick the past week, and chicken broth is the best thing that you can probably give them when they're sick, full of antioxidants and builds up their immunity. So I go ahead and put cloves, onions, carrots, garlic, ginger, whatever I can find in the fridge, to be honest. And I'll go ahead and let that simmer. And I also add a lot of like turmeric or haldi to boost their immunity as well. And this is really good because the weather is changing and my bones are starting to ache because of the weather change. So we kind of like sip on this, or I'll make some soups. I try to do this at least once a week as well. So I usually wait until the liquid is reduced to half for the chicken broth. And if your kids are picky and they don't want to drink straight chicken broth, you can even add this to dals. You can add this to rice when you're cooking rice, even to their pasta, to be honest with you. So I try to do this once a week. So the chicken has changed its colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the spices. I will write the spices in the description box below, but it's your basic spices: coriander powder, red chili powder, turmeric. I added some like crushed coriander powder as well. That's it right there. And just to give it some texture, I like the taste of it as well. And go ahead and give that a good mix. Add the haldi. And keep mixing. And what I do is I took 45 tomatoes and I pulsed them in the food processor, just because it cooks a lot quicker versus, you know, if the skin was on. So once that is well and mixed, you go ahead and put the lid on and you put that on low and you just wait until the oil separates, and that's done as well. I figured the baby was sleeping, so this was my chance to kind of take care of myself and have a nice protein shake and just sit for a few minutes. I have my camera with me just in case she does wake up. She's been teething, so she's in that fussy phase right now. And you guys, look at this cool monstera plant. I was grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, and it was only $15, so I had to grab it. So let's hope it stays alive in my hands. So see, this is the karahi. The oil has separated, and I also added green peppers and kasuri methi to this, just a spoonful. And this is done, guys. And you'll notice my dal. So dal is done cooking. It's cooked. So what I do to make the texture more creamy is I take an immersion blender and blend it. And this makes the texture so creamy. And so there's no chunks, so the kids can't complain either. Here's another shot of my chicken karahi. Literally, this took 15 minutes to make. So easy and so flavorful. So I'm gonna go ahead and restock my fruit basket. The kids love tangerines. They're easy for them to peel and kind of grab as a snack. So just refilling those. And the next and last meal we're gonna make is taco meat for taco night. I'm not sure when that's gonna be, if it's gonna be on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever they feel like eating tacos. But I will put the recipe for the spices in the description box. You guys, it's so more beneficial to make your own spice mix, especially for tacos. It's so easy. You probably have all the ingredients, you know, in your cupboard. And not to mention that it's healthier too, because in these seasoning mixes, they put so many thickeners and, you know, all these ingredients you can't even pronounce in them, when it can be done so easily. And it's so much more flavorful when you're making it from your own ingredients. So here's a spice mix, and you just put in some tomato paste as well. I like to add a little bit of taco sauce to this. You don't have to, but it kind of amps the flavor up. And if you do want that restaurant style thick, like taco meat, you can add a little spoonful of cornstarch and add a little bit of water, and you guys, it'll be the exact same consistency. I normally don't. I just did it for the sake of the video, just to show you guys like how thick it ends up being, and it's so good. So here it is, you guys. Like, I have 3 meals for the week, alhamdulillah, and broth. I hope this video motivates you and you find balance between your home and your meal prep itinerary. And just to be fair, here's my cleanup, so it's not all fun. I hope you guys have a great day. Inshallah, keep me in your du'as and see you soon. Assalamalaikum.